Here I have a Honda XR engine that's been sitting for at least 10 years. So I'm gonna let it sit outside for a little bit and bake in the sun. As far as I remember, I think I can just slide out the tensioner. Here we go. I think actually we just broke the engine free. I think the piston moves now. This is the assembly for the Kickstarter. So basically it moves up and down a little bit, which means I can take off this sprocket. Should be good enough to remove this bolt right here, hopefully, and it is. And I'll slide this back and voila, we got some room to remove the cam. I think this bearing is, this bearing married or stuck to the cam. There are two little dowel pins right here at each end that prevent it from getting out. Maybe if I take them out, it will make it easier for me. This bearing feels nice. This one, not so much. Alright, tensioner, well, you should be able to slide out, hopefully. Oh, we got a elusive tensioner. How about we take off the chain, and that will make it easier for us. There we go. And we got the cam, and like I said, it doesn't look horrible, minus, you know, the rust here and there, but I think that can be just filed down a little bit. Here's one bearing, and this bearing is kind of stuck. It doesn't feel, it feels kind of slightly rough, but I think it's just starving for oil. And this one, yeah, it just needs oil. But other than that, I think the lobes kind of look fine. There's a little corrosion here and there. Again, I'm an amateur, I'm not a professional. So don't take my word for it. I don't want to hug you, engine, you're kind of dirty. Easy. Easy. Wow, super easy. All right, that should pop off. Oh, I forgot 2 bolts. There are 2 bolts right here. Now that should do it. And it did, of course, obviously. Let's see what we got here. Let me move this out of the way so you could be the first person to see what I'm seeing. Oh, there you go. The carnage. Oh, look at that. It's broken. I've never seen anything like this. How did it break? I don't know what the heck is going on there. I've never seen anything like this. But let me give you a better view. You got this disgusting layer of rust. And it looks like that WD-40 just went straight inside the engine. It didn't stick. And then we got this piston. God knows what happened to it. And these are the valves. And they actually don't look horrible. They look horrible, but they don't actually look like really bad. I think this one is stuck open. But you don't see a whole lot of like carbon buildup on top of it. You know, it's kind of actually looking quite clean. I think this head can definitely be saved. This piston on the other hand is toast. So see if we can turn it over and see what happens. What do you guys think? Think it's fine? Can be reused? Probably just should stop playing around and take it out before it scratches the bore. So we got 4 more bolts here, and the cylinder jug should come off. I don't like giving you hugs. That one's kind of tough. Easy. 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 Got one. That's to be a pain in the ass. Maybe I'll work it back and forth. Jesus. Kind of afraid to force it any farther. I think we got it. I worked it a little bit with the WD-40. That's probably I probably should have done with that one bolt for the valve cover. But it is what it is. You can see how rusted it is. These boys came out no problem. Ooh, this one looks like it just rolled off factory line. It's so clean. This one is a little bit worse. And this one is all nice and shiny. And this one wants to be a bad boy and be a rebel. The person before me took out these two bolts on the side. The cylinder can pretty much just come off easily. So let's see what we got here. I don't think I'm forgetting anything this time. And here it is. It's slowly coming out. It's fighting us back a little bit. Oh my goodness. Let me show you this carnage. As soon as I take this off. Come on. So close. Check this out. Check this poor piston out. What happened here? What in the hell happened here? Jesus. Christ. Just look at this. Oh my God. Yeah. We can say that this engine at least needs a new piston. Probably the cylinder needs to be bored out. I'll check it out in a second, but I'm just looking at this carnage. Wonder if this should be my thumbnail for the video. This poor little engine. And ooh, I'm sorry. I just moved the camera by accident. And you can see it dug in a little bit on this side, not so much on that side. But I have to clean it up and inspect it thoroughly. I think you can re-sleeve these. You just there's like a little Allen bolt and press it out. I've never done it and probably will never do it. I would take this to a shop. Oh, camera's falling over. Don't fall over. This is my hot breath knocking it over. But you can see a buildup of rust. Okay, I guess let's set this aside and remove this poor piston and put it out of its misery. I want to check out this crankshaft, see if it's any good. I feel like this pin will go right in my... Come on, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. And we don't have it. Let's try a different pick. Here we go. A lot better. And I still have my eyes. Thank goodness. It's like socket fits perfectly in there, I think. Come on. Tap it out gently. Trying to hold the piston in place. Doesn't look like the wrist pin wants to move much. Maybe WD-40 will help it along a little bit. Take out this clip here as well. It almost looks like the wrist pin came out this side and dug in sort of and kind of like smushed that clip inside. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong. I don't want to bang on the connecting rod and the crankshaft too much, but I think it needs a little bit more than gentle tapping. Well, the crank feels okay on the first sort of initial inspection. It doesn't look too bad. After all, it's a Honda. Those things are literally bomb proof. I do have a question for you guys. If any of the XR250L owners, do you know if the gear ratios for the transmission are the same as R? Are they a little bit wider? And is it a 5-speed or 6? I think it's a 6-speed. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't even know about my bike. But does it have like a 6 gear that's meant for like highway? I have no idea. See if you can tell me. Because if this engine is pretty much similar to my engine, you know, I'll just keep it for parts for my engine. Or maybe I've even, you know, rebuild it. I think I'm going to split it. Check out what's inside. And how it's looking. And, you know, if everything's good inside, it looks like I just need to fix the top end and it should be good to go, hopefully. Plus, I need the clutch basket too. I think that one is pretty tore up. I'm thinking maybe I can lean it on its side, put a bunch of boards underneath of this and just go crazy. Start hammering out sort of like this. That should be good. That's a lot better. All right, let's go crazy. It did not even move a millimeter. I think they might have moved a little bit. Yeah, I think it's slowly moving. I can actually probably take out this clip right now. Ooh, that's dangerous. Dangerous game, my friend. I don't care if I bend it. Here we go. I'll probably need a new piston, new wrist pin, new clips, everything. No, I think this pretty much perfectly fits in there. Kinda don't want to mess up my socket, even though this is Harbor Freight. It is moving though, very slowly. Maybe if I flip it on the other side. Should be okay. Here's another socket that I really don't care about that fits in there. Flip this again. It is free. My goodness. Ooh. How did that happen? So it hit something on the bottom. You zoom out. But did it hit the crankshaft? Like, what the heck happened there? Like, was someone just revving it really high? I have so many questions. God. Let's take a look at that wrist pin. It doesn't look terrible, other than around the edges here, it would have marks from me slapping it, hammering it around. Surprisingly, there's no up and down play. There's minimal side to side play, which is normal. I don't really see any marks. Anything else? But I'm gonna split it anyway for you to watch something, and I'll check out the internals of the engine, check out the bearings. If everything is good down there, at least maybe I'll have like a good bottom end that I can actually like hold on to for parts. And I feel like my engine will not break down in my lifetime. It'll probably last me, but it's still good to keep for parts. No, it looks like it's like solidly clogged with dirt. Okay, so we are going to continue disassembling this engine, and I need to take out this Kickstarter gear. Let's see if I can kind of gently clamp it with the vice grips to kind of move it back a little bit, as to not to damage it. I think I sort of have to move it back, and it comes out like that. Just slide out. Here we go. Here it is, covered in slime. This off. The oil pump can stay there. I don't think I have to remove it. I think this can stay here, perhaps. I don't remember. Does it have to come off? Check out this flywheel. I have a trick for you to show for the flywheel that I learned. That you don't need a special tool to remove it. Oh, I see they also broken off the bolt on this cover right here. That's maybe why I didn't put it back. So there's 2 broken bolts on this engine so far. I think I need to break out my impact. Let's see what we can do here. Nice bolt. But look how nice it is. Like it's coated in some sort of, I don't know, in Japanese factories to coat the steel. It just looks perfect. I love it. So this is the trick I have for you. You actually don't need to buy geez, I don't think I recorded how I pulled it out with the impact, but you don't need to buy a flywheel puller for this Honda engine, because you can use this actually maybe that's what you can look for on online. I bought this for like $3-4. This is a oil plug for some car. I think the brand is Doorman. I don't know, but M20. I guess that's the size of the bolt, and the thread pitch is 1.5. And I bought this for $3 or $4 at O'Reilly. I literally walked in and I bought it. And so you don't need to order like $15-20 flywheel puller for XR250. you can use this, and this will cost you like 1/3 of that, and it works. Check this out. See? So this is my trick for you. Pretty much, if you're doing this on the budget, and the only tool you actually need, like specific tool, is that tool that I used earlier to take off the clutch basket. But like everything else is, you know, it's all simple stuff. You don't need special tools for this. All right, moving on to this side. Look at that disgusting sludge. I think this was here before. That's for the clutch basket. So that's pretty big socket. Is bigger than 19, maybe it's like 22, 24. Got it out. I don't think it has. It might have actually had Loctite or some sort of thread locker on it. It's kind of grayish. But I think we can take out the cam chain now. Come on. Which sort of. It has a few spots where it's kind of rough. It's not really seized, it just needs to be worked. But for the most part, it looks fine to me. I will keep this assembly together so I remember. So all these things are 10 millimeters. And that will probably just slap. Need to kind of like pull this back. And the spring tension is so tight. Let's take it out as well. We'll keep it all together. Come on now. Oop. Don't fall inside the engine. One bolt is trying to escape, but I got it. I gotta lift this guy up. I think we are ready to split the case. I think that's it. This little computer bag for all the bolts. Hopefully they're all good. They're not going to strip out on me. Got some here, lots of here on this side. Someone already did me a favor and took 2 out. These kind of have gunk in them. I don't think this engine has ever been taken apart because they don't look rounded. To make sure that the socket kind of fits completely, otherwise you will strip them. So far, so good. Look at these bolts, how nice and shiny and fresh they look. It's amazing. I think I need a better bag than that. This will service better. I believe that's it on this side. Oh, there's one more. This one was kind of rusty, but thank God it came out pretty good, and it's not like rounded off. So yeah, I would recommend doing this with like a good impact, but make sure that you have. It's super important that you have a good socket, like good quality socket. Otherwise, you'll round it off and you'll be kicking yourself. And you ask me how do I know? I'll tell you that I stripped it before. We got one. So far, I only see one on this side. Could have sworn there were more than one. That's all I see. This one wants to fight. It moves. See, there's a little bit of movement. Flip it upside down. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna clear up this hole a little bit where the end of this bolt. I don't know if it'll do any good. We'll spray some WD-40 in it. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything. Let's try to work it with the impact back and forth. And we got it. And you can see it's quite corroded. But thank goodness I don't think I rounded it off. It looks as fresh as it was. I don't think there's anything else. Just want to make sure. Because with the Yamaha there was one inside that threw me off. But I don't think this engine has one inside. I think we are all covered. Alright, let's give it a try. And what I've learned, I don't know if it's intentional from Honda, But if you stick like a pry bar right here, like a big screwdriver pry bar right here, and sort of try to pry it open, it cracked for me. You know, it cracked open for me. Not like cracked in the bad way, like this. You see that? Now, I don't know if Honda actually made this on purpose, because you can see there's a lot more aluminum here on this side. Maybe it's specifically for that or not, but you can actually see it's coming apart. So that's second tip for you that I have for today. I think we are in the clear. Ready? Cut?
No, cut is what you say at the end.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna cut it short here because I'm already over 35 minutes, and I'm trying to, you know, this is not gonna be a really long like project as the Yamaha like 7 parts. I don't think it will. So I'm trying to keep the videos like 30-35 minutes long, and I'm sorry to cut it off short where we were about to just, you know, split the engine, and it was just getting to a more interesting part. But I hope this was still enjoyable. I personally like this part better than the part 1. It's kind of more eventful to me. At least, you know, we saw that poor piston, they got beat up. But anyway, if you like this sort of stuff that I do, you know, me slowly working in my projects in my garage, then please comment, please consider subscribing. And if you want to help me out, and what actually motivates me doing these videos, if people leave comments and they just say cool video, and that also helps YouTube to kind of promote my channel to other viewers. Right now, you know, it's small time. I'm not making any money from this, so, you know, it's free content. But if you just say like, hey, cool video, or anything, or if I did something wrong, you don't like something, just leave a comment. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. I'll put up part 3 soon, so thank you.